I guess we should say a few words about Afghanistan here. I didn't serve in Afghanistan, but I did serve. Like, I did spend 4 years in the Air Force, and I've always been a bit of an amateur policy wonk since childhood. Anyway, I still remember laughing my butt off over McGovern getting trounced in the '72 election. I was 8 years old. So what? Okay, no, '72. I was 6 years. No. No, it's 8 years old. But anyway, Afghanistan has been a very hard nut to crack for going back hundreds of years because it's not a tribes. It's always been tribal nations all over the damn place, and probably the worst terrain to try and think you're gonna rule anybody from it anyway. So you got little hidey holes. The bad guys can go out there and you'll never get them. That being said, we probably did the best anybody could. We pacified that place pretty damn quick. And except for a few hiccups here and there because of change in leadership doing something weird, we kept the peace there for 20 years. No major attacks came out of there. We eliminated the threat of any more attacks out of there. So, on that note, mission accomplished big time. We got it done and kept it done. And any failure is because, well, we won't go into it, but let's just say, Dennis, we know who the blame is, okay? We had a working plan to get out of there, and somebody came in and decided to change the rules. And like on stick second, by people who don't understand the culture over there, that when you break your word to them, you could not do anything worse. When we changed the parameters of the deal, we undermined the government over there, and of course, when we did the most idiotic thing possible, pulling the troops out first. When we to this day we still have civilians trapped in there. A 10-year-old could have planned this better. The important point we get out. No, it's not just how we not that we get. It's how we get out, and how we got out was ass backwards and had less military acumen than a Looney Tunes cartoon. So yeah. Any troops out there saying what was it worth? Again, our troops on the ground and people doing it, they did fine. We did our job. The guys in charge failed utterly. They had a working. Talking about he inherited, you inherited a bad. No, you inherited a decent workout plan, and it wasn't fixed on May 1st. That thing was subject to conditions on the ground. If the conditions weren't right, no, we weren't going anywhere until we got this thing straightened out. We're going to do it right. Well, guess what? Someone decided to change the rules for the sake of a photo op, and it all went to hell in a handbasket pretty damn quick, didn't it? Faster than anybody thought it would. And it seems like our alleged commander-in-chief is going through the greatest hits of the 70s of the Carter administration. We've got the gas prices going nuts. We got inflation going wild. And let's see. Granted, it was a little before Carter, but we got the disastrous pullout of Saigon being replayed on steroids. And any day now, I'm expecting the Iranian hostage crisis to repeat itself because, again, we got a lot of people still there. I'm sorry, Jen Psaki, but you're offended by use of the word stranded? That's exactly what they are. And your boss did it. Try and deny it, okay? Especially now. I'm hearing reports actually that they're blocking civilian efforts to get people out of there, which is, it's getting into the obscene territory now. They start doing that crap. I also heard that all the military service dogs were left behind. Like these radical Muslims who consider dogs to be unclean are going to be nice to them. We're lucky if they're still alive. Unless one of these other civilian groups say, hey, let's get these dogs out of here too. No, if they were there when the Taliban came in, they were probably gunned down on the spot. Because I'm sure a lot of them have pretty bad memories of some GIs, service animal going after him. As Stig Kenobi pointed out on Twitter, Trump signed the animal cruelty law, and Biden just left a whole bunch of dogs out there to die. There's your nice, friendly Grandpa Joe, writ large. The man, he is not a nice man. He is not compassionate, and he does not deserve where he's at. Even if he wasn't addled with Alzheimer's out of his ears right now. So no, our troops did nothing wrong. Unfortunately, they're also kind of duty-bound to obey orders for the most part. But like I said, a 10-year-old could have figured out you get the civilians and the people working with them out first. Then you take care of all the equipment. You either get it out of there or you make sure it's unusable. And you get the troops out last. And apparently the reason why they didn't use Bagram Airfield and tried to use the airport is because it's closer to the embassy. Everything is about the damn embassy. You should have evacuated the embassy to Bagram, evacuated it. You had 2 airfields. If things impregnable, nobody would have done a damn thing. You wouldn't have had an Al-Qaeda bomb going off outside, killing 100 people, including 12 Marines and a sailor. So, Alyssa Milano, you're an idiot. I stand by, but you stand by him like you're going right down the rabbit hole with him. I'm going to talk about, Swan drinking the Kool-Aid. She's drinking the whole damn pitcher. All right. And because of that, certainly like leaked nude pictures out there. I feel, some people I feel a little bad because they're not okay. I don't bother them. But other ones appear to be total morons. No, I'm fine to have those leaked. I got plenty of Alyssa Milano leaked pictures going on over here. Okay, I got no problem looking at them over, Alyssa. Hope you like that. Okay. But this is not a day to be looked back with. It's, because I remember the fall of Saigon, kids. I was about 10, 11 years old, watching the helicopters, Well, now we got pictures of guys hanging off of helicopters, but they're being hung by their necks because, the Taliban are flying around our Black Hawk helicopters with some dissident hanging by their neck. That's how they're hanging them. Tie the rope around the neck and then put them in the rung of the helicopter and take off. Can't get much more of a public hanging than that. They're going all over the street. Hey, look at this. This is what happens. You collaborate with the Americans. Congratulations. The Taliban are now the best armed terrorist organizations in the world. Hope you're proud of yourself, Joe. But no more mean tweets. No more Mr. Mean Orange Man being mean on people on Twitter. Was it worth it? So I think that'll settle right there.